Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Down to the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter what they were doing.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. On 1st down, Watson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
2nd and 3. Touchdown! It's complete. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jags have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
From the 30 on second down, Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They'll run with Etienne and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's complete to D.K. Metcalf. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. D.K. Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead down to a touchdown. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3 yards the gain there, second down. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. To throw here. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Watson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
There with the tackle, D-Tour816 Jr.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, Watson eluding the pressure right. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that
touchdown Colts. DK Metcalf with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Colts pick it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Well, they have certainly done their best to get into football in this one as they hook up on another completion there. And maybe that lack of involvement, Charles, that's a thing of the past now.
Well, I think, partner, that's their love language with him, right? Throwing the football to him. That's what he wants, right? That's their way of saying, we need you. We don't need any more disharmony on the team. We have to function as one unit. And if we throw you the football, we expect good things to happen as a result.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air, 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To the air yet again, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Ferkser. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 38-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we did.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Watson's throw into the hands of Fan. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on second down. Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's...
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 13. Under pressure, they got him again. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So, no, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. Returning it, John Ross. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They're going to look to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On first down, it's Watson. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing on second and long. Watson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Indy. One of the good things about throwing in his direction, he usually has the size advantage on those two-man catches.
And what I like about his game is that he carries himself at his full height. He understands it's an advantage and uses it at every opportunity.
Watson on first down. And completes it again to Metcalf. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
It doesn't matter where on the field he is, even down here in the red zone, he is still slippery with the ball in his hands, and he was almost able to work his way into the end zone. Instead, they'll have to settle for first and goal, but they'll take it.
Now it's Watson. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab, and the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. From the left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a throw here to his running back. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Back to throw again. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end Ferkser. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. D.J. Waddle able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, ETN once more. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Watson now to throw. Ooh, the juke. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a first down throw, Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Watson looks to throw again. He'll find Metcalf. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Colts. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Boswell good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
2nd down and 8. looking to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they'll go again with Etienne. A first down and more, Etienne. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Travis Etienne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Working with a 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Throwing now, Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Big hole up the middle, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. That catch good for only a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. A big offensive explosion.